Hey, this is Trey from Frankenstein RC Adventures. And I was coming to you to let you know kind of what's been going on in my life the last few or 3 days, like I said, I do these for memories of my family and all that stuff. And when I'm dead and gone, they'll have these videos. And I've been really worried about my mother, who was diagnosed with cancer. She's had chemo and radiation, and right now she is in remission, and she goes back to the doctor, I think Friday. Today's Tuesday, so that's been going on, and I've been worried about that, and that kind of deal. And I just wanted to say, I bought some video editing software off eBay. It's brand new in the box, still sealed. I haven't received it yet, but it's called Magic Pro 17. So if anybody has that software, please get a hold of me and kind of tell me how it works and some tips and some tricks, and because I have never did video editing software. I've never tried to edit videos, and I don't know. I'm just wondering how long the learning curve is for that, or if it's even a good software program. I got it on eBay. It was a buy it now. Paid $24.99 for it, and free shipping. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. I have been looking at some YouTube videos about the software, and they show some things it can do, and it looks really, really cool. But I think it will take me a while to get to that point to have my videos the way I want them. And they're going to be awesome. So if you guys just hang in there with me, my videos are going to be pretty sweet, because I've got a very vivid imagination, and I've got what I want in here, but it's getting it out of here into the computer and into the video editing software. I know exactly how I want my videos, but I don't know how to do it, so I'm going to have to learn. There's going to be a learning curve. Haven't bought any RCs here lately, because I've still got one coming in the mail. Because I've had other things that I've really needed, and being on disability is very rough. My spending money that I get is $100 a month, and that's not much, man. So I have to really sacrifice for what I want, and instead of spending my money on RCs this time, I really bought some things that I needed. Bought me a printer. Bought me some rechargeable batteries. Oh, I bought this camera, and it's called a Jazz, and at Walmart it said it was $26.99, and then I got up to ring it up, and it was $18. Now, it's a Jazz video recorder HD, and I really like how that, because this is going to flip on it, and then you can turn the screen to where I can see. The one I'm using now does not have this flip, so I don't really know if I'm in the frame, if my head's above the frame. I can't see it because it's behind me. The only thing that I've not liked about this camera so far is it seems like it takes a lot of light to get a really good picture, and I'm just using a lamp in here. So when I move at the first of the month, I think I'm going to buy me a couple shop lamps and put on the ceiling. But I will be keeping you guys informed on that. I think what I'm getting ready to do is do a series on building my work studio. And that's going to be everything RC related that you can have in a studio. I'm going to be buying for my next home, which will be coming up in February, the end of February. And this is like the 3rd or 4th of February, so it's coming along pretty good. Let's see, I got a joke for you guys. Before I do that, let me show you guys. See this? I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if I'm in frame or with a picture. I'm trying to. There's a little plastic filter that I like to use for your cigarettes. And what that does, let me show you. This is after 7 cigarettes. See all that tar in there? They're no good after 7 cigarettes. But they come in a pretty good sized box. It's called Tar Bar for real smokers who can't quit. Reduces tar and other harmful substances. Disposable filters. It's pretty cool. And now there's the back. There's how it's supposed to work. There's all your tar. Which it does work. I just showed you that filter. And I just put a brand new one on mine. Okay, let me tell you a joke. There was this farmer, right? And he always goes to this bar, right? He works till noon, and then he goes to the bar and he has a hamburger or a bowl of soup, drinks it, and washes it down with a couple beers, right? And then he goes home and he gets back in the fields and he starts working. Very hard worker, those farmers are. So one afternoon he comes in and he sits down, and he really didn't look around. He just came and sat down. And he orders his food, and he kind of turns this way, and he sees this donkey in the bar, right? And he's like, why is there a... hang on, I got to get an ashtray. He's like, why is there a donkey in this bar? So he's kind of curious. And the bartender brings him his food and his drink, and he said, David, that's the bartender's name. He said, David, he said, what's this donkey doing in the bar? What are you doing? He said, well, I brought it in today, and I thought I would do an experiment. And he said, if you could make my donkey laugh. He said, I'll give you $1,000. I'll give you $1,000. And the farmer sat there, smoked a cigarette. He said, okay. He said, I'll take that challenge. So he walks over to the donkey, and he kind of pats it on the head and looks at it, admiring the donkey. And he whispers in his ear, right? And this donkey, man, as soon as he's done whispering, this donkey just starts laughing and carrying on, and God, he's laughing so loud you can't hardly hear anybody. And bartender, David, he's like, I've had that donkey in here all day, and everybody says something to that donkey, and it never laughed. He said, man, looks like I owe you $1,000. He said, well, I'll tell you what. David said, he said, I'll give you another $1,000 if you can make that donkey cry. Now, if you don't make it cry, we're even, and I don't owe you anything. Well, farmer, he sat down and took a drag off a cigarette, and he looks over at the donkey. He says, okay. He said, I can do that. And he walks over to the donkey, and he kind of turns in a position where you can't really see the guy. And all of a sudden, man, that donkey just starts bawling, starts crying, tears runs down his face, and snot coming out of his nose and everything else. Well, the bartender, David, he's like, what in the world is going on? So he said, let me open the drawer here and count you out some money. So he gave the farmer $2,000, and he said, hey, man, he said, all day long, like I said, I can't get this donkey to laugh. He said, what did you do? he said, well, David, this is what I said. He said, I went up to the donkey and I patted him on his head and was being friendly with him. And he said, when I whispered in his ear, he said, I told the donkey that my dick was bigger than his. Oh, man, he started laughing. You seen how he laughed. Bartender said, wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. He said, well, what in the world did you do to make him cry? He takes a drag off the cigarette. He puts it in the ashtray. He grabs his little beer that's left in his bottle and drinks it down. And he says, well, he said, I'll tell you what. He said, I first told the donkey that my dick was bigger than his, and he started laughing. Second, how I made him cry, I just whipped out my dick and showed him, and oh, he just bawled. He just cried and cried and cried. Alrighty, that's the end of that joke. Yes, back to what I was saying. I believe what I'm going to do is I'm going to start shooting some video of all my tools. I'm ordering tools. I'm going to buy a toolbox, pegboard, hooks. If I can get a hold of any banners of RC names like Traxxas or Lozi or Kiyoshi or anything I can hang up on my wall. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'll buy a couple planes and hang them from the ceiling. And just make me a shop. And I think that will be a cool little video series to shoot. And we'll call that, I don't know what we'll call that, something shop. Some cool little name we'll call the videos. But other than that, I actually did an unboxing on this camera right here. And the light wasn't enough, so I didn't post the video. But I bought a printer and a printer cable, some rechargeable batteries for that camera, and there was something else I bought. I don't remember what I bought at the time. So that'll be it, and I'll be having some videos of working on the studio. I guess you could call it, or call it workshop. I really like to call it studio. So my next bet is I'm going to buy a table and I'm going to buy some lighting. And that's going to be my next purchase. I'll show you those on camera when I get them. So peace out. Happy RCing, which I know a lot of that's not being done right now because it's winter. But if you got little cars you can drive inside or know where an indoor track is, have fun RCing. And God bless, man. This is Trey from Frankenstein RC Adventures. Signing off. Danu, Danu.